Hello everyone, and welcome back to Disneyland. I've got Agent P with me, and today we're moving on to the next area of the park, Adventureland. I'll play through this toy box today so you can get a good look at it, and then next time I'll show you how to start building it. So let's head on into Adventureland. I'll fast forward and meet you there in just a moment. Okay, here we are in Adventureland. And I'll go ahead and take you on a little tour of it. As we come in, you can kind of get a good look at everything. Behind me, we have Aladdin's Oasis. And we have a little meet and greet here with Aladdin and Jasmine, so that's pretty cool. And then over here is the Adventureland Bazaar. We come in here, there's some little shops and things, and a hot dog stand. Whoa! Turned us into a ghost. So that's just something a little bit fun. If we head on down the row of shops here, over here we have the Bengal Barbecue with another hot dog stand. And this time it covers us in ketchup. But there's three main attractions here in Adventureland. We have the Jungle Cruise over here. We have the Indiana Jones ride over there. And then we have Tarzan's Treehouse. So let's go ahead and start with the Jungle Cruise. We'll head on in. And I've done my best to faithfully recreate as much of this ride as I could in this toy box, so... Alright, pushing the button starts the boat. There we are. Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the world-famous Jungle Cruise. I'm Professor Toybox, and I'll be your skipper for as far as we get. Take one last look at the docks. You might never see them again. Over here on your right, you can see the Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye attraction. It's called that because the Temple of the Forbidden Me would be terrible grammar. You know those archaeologists, folks, they really dig their grammar. And we're heading down the river now. And we're approaching the sacred bathing pool of the elephants. And if you look up here on your left, that's no house cat. Bengal tigers are capable of jumping over 20 feet. But don't worry, we're only 15 feet away. It'll jump right over us. And over here, wow, we have a whole herd of elephants that have come down to bathe. That's practically unheard of. Feel free to take pictures. They all have their trunks on, except for that one. Don't look at that one. And over here, this used to be one of our safari camps, but it's been taken over by apes. Don't get too close to them. These guys are animals. Phew, made it safely past. So far, so good. This area is filled with rare plants. There's one, and there's one. And we're coming up now on Schweitzer Falls. It's named that for the famous explorer and doctor, Sir Albert Falls. Don't worry if you forget the name, we'll be going over it later. And now we're entering the Nile River, the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles and Niles and Niles. And if you don't believe me, then you're in a boat. You're in a boat on the Nile. And we're heading now into the African veldt, folks. And there we have some stripy pony things. You know how to tell the difference between a male and female zebra? The males have black and white stripes, and the females have white and black stripes. And here we have a lovely geological formation. I like to say it rocks, so we're going to roll with it. And there's something you don't see every day, but I do. every day, every 15 minutes. Oh, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water. This is actually the backside of Schweitzer Falls. It's named after the backside of the famous explorer. Oop, gotta be quiet now. We're heading into headhunter territory. Not a good place to be headed. They do know how to put their heads together, though. And up here on the left, on the top of the hill, you see in the distance there, those boxes, that is Trader Sam's camp. He's the head salesman in these parts. Business has been shrinking lately, so he's running a special 2-for-1 offer. 2 of his heads for 1 of yours. And now the most dangerous part of our journey, the return to civilization. I'm Professor Toybox, and I hope you've enjoyed the Jungle Cruise. If you haven't, I'm Papa H, and I hope you've enjoyed the Rise of the Resistance. Sorry for the puns, but the Jungle Cruise isn't the same without the puns, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. So that's my Jungle Cruise ride. And now we'll go check out the Indiana Jones ride, and that is over here. And for the Indiana Jones adventure, I decided to change it up a bit. Instead of getting into a vehicle and going for another ride, I'm basically not wanting to do the same thing we just did on the Jungle Cruise. And so what I've done instead is turn this into an interactive obstacle course. It feels a lot more like an Indiana Jones adventure this way because you'll make your way through some dangerous obstacles in order to find the treasure of the Forbidden Eye. So we'll head on inside. This is kind of the little base camp here. And here we have our first trap. So we got to time this just right because we got to run across these things as fast as we can. There we go. And then we come around the corner, and here we are. So our goal is to get to the other side and get the treasure. And I like Agent P because he's got the fedora. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Indiana Jones. Now we got to make our way across this thing. Oh, not that way. Alright, let's try this again. I think this is a lot more fun than just getting into another vehicle. Part of the fun of the attractions at Disneyland is kind of pretending you're part of the... Oops. You're part of the action. Oh, there we go. And this way you can actually play through it and be part of it. They would never, of course, do anything this dangerous at the real Disneyland. So this gives us a way to kind of pretend like we're on an Indiana Jones adventure. Whoa! And we made it. And here's our reward. Looks like we get a grappling gun. So we get a pack or a tool, and you'll notice there's only one. So the first player to get over here and get it, whoops, gets to keep it. Let's see, how do we do this? I'm not sure we can use that the way I want to use that. Alright, so we'll have to make our way back through here a little bit. So basically just going back the way we came. And I could actually just hop up here and run all the way back. There we go. So that's my Indiana Jones ride or attraction. And I really like the way that turned out. The Jungle Book textures and objects and things really help that feel like it. All right, let's head to Tarzan's Treehouse next. There we go. So we're at the first little landing. It's kind of fun just to look around and see things from higher up. And we can go even higher still. If we come over this way, we get up to this part of the tree house. You can see we're pretty high up, just like the actual treehouse at Disneyland, so that's good. From here we get a pretty good view of the Jungle Cruise ride. Let's get out over here where we can kind of get a good look at it. And then from this other vantage point we can get a good look at the Indiana Jones ride. It's kind of fun just to get up here and look around, climb up it. If you wanted to have a little battle with some other players, you could do that. This is a great place to hide and evade each other. So I like that a lot. And we'll just take the short way down. Woohoo! Since it doesn't actually hurt us. Now through here, this will take you into Frontierland. And we haven't done that yet, so I won't go that way just yet. But this is where the Pirates of the Caribbean ride would be once you get to that other toy box. And here's the Cajun restaurant over here. So you're starting to get into New Orleans Square over there. But that's Adventureland. And before I go, I want to show you what this place looks like at night. So I'm going to go switch the nighttime sky and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, here we are at night. So I got some little lights set up along here. Some lights over in front of the Jungle Cruise. A few lights here and there, not as many as some of the other toy boxes. The lights up in the treehouse are lit up. The torches are kind of lit up. They look like they're glowing. So that's kind of neat. And then you can see the torches inside the temple here are lit up. So I really like that. This looks really good at night, as you would expect. Anyway, that's my recreation of Adventureland. I hope you've enjoyed it. Before you go, leave a comment and let me know what you think of it. I'll be back next time to start showing you how to build this area of the park, so be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my photo in the lower right corner. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.